How many of you have heard the phrase, it's not what you know, it's who you know? Most of us believe that. So we attend networking events, add people on LinkedIn, and try to build as many connections as possible. But here's something that surprised me. In 2025, study published in the World Bank Economic Review, economists Norihiko Matsuda and Shinsaku Nomura found that workers who got their jobs through social networks earn 7.6% less than colleagues doing the same work in the same company. So same role, same firm, but 7.6% less. Networks open a door for them, but the opportunity turned out to be less rewarding. Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Aiman bin Abdul Nishad and I'm interested in understanding what creates meaningful career opportunities and long-term success. Today, I would like to persuade you that while networks can open doors, but personal value determines what happens after those doors open. First, I will explain the problem of relying too heavily on networking. Second, I will show why personal value matters more after opportunities are created. And third, I will discuss the benefits of building personal value alongside networking. Let's begin with the problem. According to the same World Bank study, workers who found jobs through social networks reported lower match quality between their skills and their actual work compared to workers hired through formal channels. In simple terms, they got a job, but not necessarily the right job. The researchers also found that workers with less education and fewer financial resources were more likely to rely on networks when searching for jobs. As a result, they often accepted the first opportunity available instead of waiting for one that matched their abilities. This creates a cycle where limited skills lead to greater dependence on network, and that dependence can lead to fewer opportunities for growth. So first, we can see that networking alone does not always lead to the best outcomes. But does that mean networking is useless? Not at all. In fact, networking is extremely powerful. In a 2022 study published in the journal Science, researchers from LinkedIn, Harvard, Stanford, and MIT analyzed more than 20 million LinkedIn users. They found that weaker professional connections help people discover more job opportunities than secure more job matches. In other words, networking works. Networks really do open doors. However, the study only measured access to opportunities. It does not measure whether those opportunities became successful careers. To answer that question, we can look at another study. In a 2022 study published in Frontiers in Psychology, researchers Zhu and colleagues surveyed 458 employees and examined what drives high job performance. They found that strong performance comes from a combination of human capital, social capital, and psychological capital. Human capital is your skills and knowledge. Social capital is your network. And psychological capital includes qualities such as confidence and resilience. More importantly, the student found that human capital contributed more to task performance than social capital. This means that after a door opens, what matters more is your ability to create value. So second, networks create opportunities, but personal value determines what you do with them. This brings us to the final point. When you build personal value alongside networking, both become more powerful. Going back to the World Bank study, workers with stronger skills and qualification were better positioned to secure opportunities that match their abilities and offer better earnings. This is important because not every opportunity is a good opportunity. When you have stronger skills, you have more freedom to choose opportunities that fit you instead of simply accepting whatever comes first. In other words, you do not just walk through an open door, you walk through the right door. The Frontiers in Psychology study also found that employees achieve high performance when different forms of capital work together. This tells us that networking and personal value are not competing strategies. A network may introduce you to opportunities, employees, or business partners, but your skills, knowledge, and performance determine whether those opportunities continue to create value. The more value you bring, the more valuable your network becomes. In conclusion, the research is clear. Networks matter because they create opportunities. However, your skills, knowledge, and capabilities determine whether those opportunities become meaningful success. So here's my challenge to all of you. Before your next networking move, make one investment in yourself first. Learn a new skill or read a chapter or simply improve something you already do well. Build the value that makes every opportunity worth taking. Remember those workers from the beginning, same role, same firm, but 7.6% less from the colleges. The difference was not just the network that opened the door. It was what they broke once the door was open. So yes, build your network, but build yourself first. Because networks open door, but your value is what walks you through that open door. Thank you.